Hi, I'm Brendan, and welcome to Walk My Dog with me. This is Willoughby. It's Pasadena, 7:45 in the morning, and I wanted to talk to you guys today about AI. Now, a lot of people are freaking out about AI, and I feel like a lot of it is certainly founded. We have been trained our entire lives that the robots are going to kill us. Sorry, my dog's pulling. All you got to do is see Terminator. And my friend David Angelo, great comic, you should check him out, has a great joke where he was like, we know that AI is going to kill us. We all know AI is going to kill us. Everyone said AI is going to kill us. And then we're like, wait a minute, it can do email? So there's that element of it. I'm also a voiceover actor and a writer. And as the SAG contracts are actually being deliberated right now, there's a lot of people that are pretty pissed about it because they think it's not protecting voiceover actors and it's going to take away actors' jobs, which is a very valid point. And I could totally see that. And I'm worried too. But then on the other hand, I'm like, wait a minute though, but this is technology. We can't really stop it, right? Like when we first came out with the car, I'm sure there was a bunch of people who were like, no, we can only walk. Or someone who, like, when the cell phone came out, were like, I refuse to use a cell phone. We can only use landlines. I only want to use landlines. And, dude, come on. And so it does feel like there's no way to stop it. And it does feel like kind of futile. But at the same time, I don't want people losing jobs because that's really tough. So I think we're going to have to come up with a new way to exist in this world. And I think we're going to have to understand that, and this is where the good stuff starts coming in about AI, my good opinions that are helpful, hopeful at least. My friend Sean Clayton said that AI can't be bad because it's just a reflection of us. And if you think about it, anything we've ever invented in this world, more or less, maybe not the nuclear bomb, has usually been because we needed it at that exact time. And I do think that a lot of AI is going to get rid of a lot of the bullshit work that no one wants to do anymore. I mean, who wants to copy edit? Who wants to spend hours like trying to type up a litigation or something? Like when you could just have a robot do it, that's incredible. And I do think it's gonna get confusing, like for sure. And we're gonna start to really not know what's real and what is AI on a level that we've never seen before. But this is what's really good. I went to a neuro wellness summit hosted by Lisa Winberger. She's amazing. Check her out on Instagram, Lisa Winberger. And she invented this technique called neurosculpting. She had this Stanford professor on who said that human beings are inherently hardwired for empathy, right? So there's actually a part of your brain that when you feel pain, I feel pain. And if you don't believe me, the next time you watch an injury on YouTube or you watch someone get hurt, people go, ah, because there's a literal part of your brain that's telling you that you are connected to that person. So this ties into AI because the same professor told us that there's now AI therapists, and when someone is talking to an AI therapist and says, hey, here's my problems, this is what I'm going through, the AI therapist will say, I'm sorry, and the human being will say, fuck you, you have no idea what I'm going through. Which is actually really hopeful because it shows you that we can detect when something's not human on a deep level. Do I think all of us will do this? No. Do I think people will be having sex with robots in public? Yes. Will that be fun to see? You know what? It will. But that makes me feel really hopeful because I think there's an inherently human part of all of us deep down that knows when something is authentic and and real. Which brings me to my next very positive point. I feel like we're now seeing, because of AI, because of the internet, an emphasis on authenticity and being your real self. And thank you to Gen Z, which, holy shit, Gen Z, you guys have so much confidence. It's amazing. This is what happens when your parents don't hit you. That's amazing. Congrats, guys. But because of them and because of the internet, and I just looked at this guy, Sam Silvic, last night. He's a bodybuilder. and he just talks and you just walk around with him for a day, and he has 2 million followers because people just want to see authenticity, and he never edits anything. And I think we're seeing this more and more in our culture. And I think with AI, this is only going to become more popular. And what else I think is going to happen too is that we're going to have such an emphasis on human-made things, you know, like a human-made piece of art, a human-made piece of clothing, that there's literally going to be stamps on stuff that says human-made, similar to non-GMO. So you can walk into an art gallery and be like, everything in here is human-made, stamped approved. People will pay more for that. And I think that that's actually going to be even more important that we create and do stuff, because we're going to want to band together even more. I think a lot of us, there's definitely going to be some people who are like in the metaverse whacking off to, you know, a green robot, but that's fine. But I think as a performer, I'm a performer, we're going to want to go see live humans perform even more than we ever have before too. I think live performance and human connection is going to be at an all-time high, because like we can relate to each other, and we know what it's like to be connected with people. We know what it's like to feel like that we're all one, because we are one. We are all one. So when we feel it, when we're around other humans, we're going to be able to tell the difference between that and being like, oh, this is a digital human being who doesn't give a shit about me. That's my thoughts. It's going to be a really wild time, but I was just to say, as a positive spin, buckle in and know that what's going to carry us through all of this is the fact that we're connected, that we're all one, and that we are human, and that this is the time for empathy. It's not the time for division, because this is going to split us up even more if we let it happen. So my great hope is that this brings us all together, and that we only mildly have sex with robots. Thank you.